Game with the 50-50. Game with the 50-50. All right, ladies, you got your fans? All right, now let's do a little work about let's here we go, y'all. I don't know if y'all know, but Westlove and the 478 band. It's like y'all, real quick, ladies, looking, hey guys, looking really well. All right, y'all, real quick for the menu. Game with the 50-50. Game with the 50-50. All right, ladies, you got your fans? All right, now let's do a little work about let's here we go, y'all. I don't know if y'all know, but Westlove and the 478 band.
Good afternoon, everybody. How y'all doing? Can y'all hear me? Let me see if I got everything. Hello there, can y'all hear me? Good afternoon. Okay, you guys, how you doing? Let me come over here, see what's going on. Oh, wow, Nosy Rose. Can y'all hear me? Put a 1 if y'all can hear me. Thank you, Nosy. Rosie Grams gave me $20. Thank you for the super chat. Miss Cheryl, can y'all hear me? Please put a 1 if you can hear me. This is a mic check. Hello, Miss BT. Have a blessed day. Yeah, y'all, I'm finna do House Road. Okay, thank you. I'm sorry. I think I had the music down when they were dancing, but okay, I gotta do house rules, you guys. House rules. All right, copyright disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, teaching, reporting, scholarship, and research and news. Fair use is the use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. And from the rising of the sun to the going down of it, may your life be blessed, right? Encouragement and enlightenment to all of you, to all of my subscribers. Okay, you guys, today I'm gonna be talking about Oya. Oya, y'all might not know, is a Yoruba deity. She is a black woman. They think, and the Yoruba thinks that the wind is a woman, you guys. So that's why they call Oya the wind goddess. Yes. Oya, that's what they call her, the wind goddess. And she's supposed to be a black woman. So when you make Oya mad, y'all, that's when you see all the tornadoes and the hurricanes. Oya is her name. I find that so interesting. I really do that because mostly everything be named after men in this country, everywhere, all over the world. And this is supposed to be Oya, the wind goddess, thunder and lightning. Let me see what they say she does. Right? She is so beautiful, though. Y'all know that? Oya. Oya, also named as Oye. Anyway, is in Latin America. It's an orisha of the wind, the lightning, and violent storms. Like we had all these violent storms that came through here yesterday and the day. So they've been really bad, those storms. Well, they really was tornadoes, you guys, that hit, I believe, I forgot what city that was that they hit, but a lot of people were deleted. But anyway, they say that's Oya, those violent storms. She's also a river deity. She is also regarded as a deity of children. Says she loves children. That's the other side of Oya. She loves children. That's the gentle side of her. She's able to provide children to her devotee or those who come to her at the banks in the Niger River. So Oya. Let me take this off. It's something else to say Oya to y'all. I don't know if y'all ever heard of Oya. And she's supposed to be the wind. So anytime I find that interesting, anytime I have high winds or the storms come through, I think about a black woman doing all that. I mean, look at all that power that sister got. That's how I be interpreting Oya. That's why this is, although this is a deity in Yoruba language or the Yoruba tribe, I just find it fascinating that this woman has all this power to make the wind blow, to make the lightning, and create all these violent storms. Yet at the same time, she can be that nurturing woman, like all black women are. We're known as nurturers, Oh, yeah. The storms, the wind, the thunder, the lightning, and the dead. Now, the reason they named the dead right there, because if you see that wind, the wind, that means your last breath that you take. Every time you breathe in and out, is your last breath that you take. Also, that's the wind that they're talking about. Oh, yeah. So, thank you, Nosy Rosie Graham. And then, you guys, these are some traditional stuff that our ancestors used to worship. I just found it very fascinating because y'all know black women do have all that strength. Everything that we go through, that what we go through and through life, just life in general, as black women, even if we try to in our workspaces, right? Don't try to come up the ladder. I remember every time it was back in the 70s, y'all, when I had just, was working as a nurse. And I actually, they had no black nurses at Huntsville Hospital, you guys, none whatsoever. They had black, most of them was maids and stuff. So when I came through there, I had a hard time. Y'all, they used to always keep me in. Y'all know I was coming off the tail of the Black Panthers. So when I came through the South, I had a different type of view of who I was as a human being. And some of my brothers and sisters that were still down here, they were, still bowing their head down when they talked to Caucasian people. And that used to make me upset. But I was the only black nurse on my wing. And they always used to put me in the office and said I was a racist. I said, how am I going to be the racist on this unit? And I'm the only black nurse up here, and then about 50 you clear people up here. But, that's just, my grandfather always say, sometimes when clear people say something, they mean the object. Now, y'all know I'm not talking about all clear people. We have common sense to know that everybody's not bad. Okay, you guys, let me put that through by order, you guys. This is just some little bit of black history or little folks' tales of way back in the Yoruba. So I found it fascinating because it was storming today, you guys. So I related that to the definition of what they say oil was. I went outside while it was thundering. So you guys will see this. Oh, yeah. They say she is the Yoruba deity. Yeah. She is the wind goddess of the wind, the storm, thunder, lightning, hurricane, tornado. But she is gentle in that she loves children. Oh, yeah. Y'all know something? There's so much power in melanin. Cause if you look at the sky before it, let me see if I can get it. If you look up here at the sky, you see how the clouds have to turn dark. There has to get all this melanin in it that looks like your skin. Very powerful melanin. Out. Then out comes the sun. Out comes the storm, the wind, the rain. Oh, yeah. They say she is a woman, but she is a deity, you guys. She's the Yoruba deity. Just having fun with you guys. Oh, boy. But I was thinking about my favorite book in the Bible somewhere in Isaiah. Talks about storms coming in your life. Yeah. And that's what Melody is talking about too, you guys. We will have storms in our lives. But if you look at the storm right here, it has to, in order for it to be activated, melanin has to be in it. Melanin. You see all that melanin? All that strength. That's in the middle of the storm. And then when the water pour down, yeah, that's releasing whatever it is that you want to activate. They say that, look at the ground, y'all. Oops, look at the ground. They say that rain or water comes from the ground up, not from the sky down. That's what I heard, you guys. There is some scientific proof of it, but I don't know how to explain it right now. Anyway, you guys have a great day. Hey, look, y'all. Congratulations to my grandson for graduating. And we had so much fun yesterday at his little get-together in his own backyard, y'all. It was like a family reunion. Congratulations. Oh, yeah, and his college-bound teacher was there because when he got in 11th grade, he was taking college-bound classes. So anyway, you guys, y'all have a great day. That's it. That's my presentation on oil. Anyway, you guys, I want to know, y'all know that Diddy trial is out, right? Everybody is covering that trial. But did y'all know that Judge Lori Lake, how is she related to this Diddy trial, right? Well, a lot of people don't know that Judge Lake used to be a backup singer and a backup dancer for Mary J. Blige and Diddy. So when they were calling those, they were called, they have been requesting a lot of celebrities, but I noticed they haven't called her because she was back there doing a day with them too, you guys. Did y'all know that? That sister really, we hear a lot of people say, well, I'm just working this kind of dancing because I'm trying to pay my way through college. But she really did, y'all, because Judge Lori Lake. So she worked for right in that area with Diddy. That's Diddy and Cassie, right? Y'all already know about that story. And here, who is this right here? Okay. That's Cassie and her husband, y'all. Cassie and her husband, they're married. She's married now. And that girl is on that stage 9 months pregnant. I'm like, I have that trauma to put that through. That baby, let me tell y'all something. Anything we're feeling as a mother, we transfer those hormones to our children. What really an inappropriate time for Cassie to have to testify. She is 9 months pregnant, and if she's stressed out, whatever hormone she's stressed out on, that baby gonna have it. Yeah, that's why we have to watch what we do when we pregnant. When I got pregnant with my last baby, I don't do nothing when I'm pregnant. I don't drink, I don't smoke. But my friends kept saying, "Oh, you let your husband control you like that to the point he ain't even around and you won't drink." So, because we used to drink and just go out and party, me and my girlfriends, but I was pregnant. So I like, no. And they thought it was all. They kept telling me, well, that's because you scared of your husband. Even when your husband ain't around, you won't even drink. But no, it was because I had a baby in my stomach. But I can imagine how stressed out that baby is in her womb. So some horrible stories coming out. Let's just see. I'm going to put on this trial. Some horrible stories coming out, honey. Diddy and Cassie. I can't hardly keep up with it. I remember Melody saying this morning that there are certain things she just can't see. I can't stand to look at that department video when he was kicking her. Oh man, it just went all through me when I saw that. I couldn't watch it anymore. So Melody speaks of things and energy that you don't need to allow in your spirit. Yeah. Oh boy, let's see here, y'all. Trying to find a Diddy video. Okay, I know what. I'm in the wrong section. So you guys, you know what else they're saying about that? Saying that saying that this is a consensual. That's what they trying. His lawyer is trying to say that Cassie is whatever she went through with him was consensual. I'm like, oh Lord, man. But I guess these lawyers got to do what they got to do to win their case. Yeah. Okay, let's talk about Judge Lake. Let's go with Judge Lake. I talked about that. Let's go with that. George, that lady is so intelligent, Judge Lake, and so beautiful.
Background for Puffy. She used to sing background for Mary J. Blige, and she turned around and did the home and garden thing. Then she did the single in the city.
I did.
You
remember that?
Yes. Did you meet your husband on Single in the City or no?
No, I'll tell you. I met my husband. He saw me on Meet the Faith on BET. Remember Ian Smith's old show? Yes, I was on that show talking about Black relationships and marriage, and that's where he saw me, and we met as a result of that.
Unbelievable. What song did you sing background for Mary?
We were on the Victoria's Secret fashion show. So in this dancery and percolating, I can remember the word, right?
Family Affair?
Yes, that's what we did. Her big hit.
Well, we're going to play that and bring back some memories.
You never forget having to learn those words.
You know what I have to say before I go on? That between you and Judge Toller, you all have it hands down with the necklaces. Every day I look forward. What necklaces are they gonna wear today?
Oh, I'm so glad. Well, I'm a creative little energy, so you know that from the HGTV show. But I enjoy stringing beads and making necklaces. So about 95% of the pieces I wear on the show, string with my stylist.
This is WBLS Midday with Shayla, George Laura Lake. You guys used to sing with Diddy.
Wear them. We love it. It's just something to do creative. It's so funny. You come into my dressing room and it'll be beads everywhere.
Because you have to wear that robe every day. I guess there's you have to do something.
Yeah.
That would.
And look, some people, you look at like a Judge Judy. She wears the same kind of, look each day. But for me, I don't mind being, a little jazzy judge and wear some bright beads sometimes.
And let me tell you, so you definitely at least have one of the show who looks for that every day. Let me see what necklace you're gonna wear today.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. I love them too. I really do.
Wow. So what else has this show done for you as far as being named now Lauren Lake's paternity court? What else?
I cannot tell you how proud I am of Lauren Lake's paternity court. Seems so odd to say sometimes. I mean, it's almost, I have to just say thank you, God. When I say
deserving.
It, the ratings are incredible. We just literally, I had the season high national number come through. I mean, it's out now that it's the ratings just keep going through the roof. We were the number one new show last year. This year we've got the number one growth up. We're like up 40% in terms of viewers. It just keeps growing, and I think it's because it's a show with heart.
Right.
I think people know that I'm coming from an authentic place of love and concern.
You really do.
And even though our people, our stories are sometimes colorful
messy,
and even outrageous, but look, I love our cousins too. We've got to love our cousins too.
Yeah.
Because everybody, I say this all the time. People say, "How do you deal with those people?" I said, "Well, what do you mean by those people?"
Right.
That's our family.
So this is Judge Lori Lake, you guys. So Judge Lori Lake is an attorney. She does have a legal background. However, her role on TV shows that Lori Lake is at paternity court. Y'all, I love paternity court. Y'all know, I used to get so mad at when I thought every woman would know who their baby dad is, y'all. So when I used to hear a man denying his child, I immediately used to take the woman's side. But when Maury Povich came out, Lord, that made a believer out of me. But I love paternity court, y'all. So y'all know Lori Lake does paternity court. And we, the people with Judge Lori Lake, she got another one The new one is called We the People with Judge Laura Lake is not the same as a traditional judge in the court. These shows are often involve arbitration where the rulings are not legally binding. That's the other show, y'all. Why We the People with Judge Laura Lake. But anyway, she used to dance and sing back up with Diddy and Mary J. Blige. That's a little bit of history for y'all. I bet some of y'all watch that every day and never knew that homegirl could get down singing and dancing. She's just a girl on the way, the girl next door that worked her way through dancing to the judge, to a lawyer. She is an attorney, you guys. She's an attorney. Okay, but I often wonder, will they ever call her to testify? Because she was back there with Diddy, back there with Mary J. Blige. Will they call her to the stand? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Judge Laura Lake, yes. She's so beautiful. I like seeing her with the like the little nappy afros. Look, to me, she just looks so gorgeous in afros. Yeah, she do. She just and what the other judge name got married to a singer. Oh boy, the little slim brown skinned girl. And thank you, Nosy Rosie Graham, for the $20 super sticker. Y'all know some of y'all is cut off. I know more than y'all is on here because it says that. But the only person I can see is Nosy Rosie Graham and Cheryl Tuff. So I'm not ignoring you guys. I don't know what the ham sandwich going on here. Well, I can't see nobody, but those two. But anyway, you guys know that I love you and I know y'all are there, okay? But all right, I'm gonna keep it rolling. So I'm gonna go to what next? Let me see if I can find the Diddy trial. Yeah, Diddy trial. Let me go through here and see if I can find the Diddy trial. Yeah, I was saying he did so much abuse. If they can't get him on nothing else, they certainly could get Diddy on abuse because that's on the tape, But yeah, that judge said that this was consensual. Yeah, consensual. And she admit that she was in love with him, you guys. Where is Diddy at, y'all? Let me see. Diddy. Hold on, I'm coming. I don't like it. I'll be looking for Diddy later, y'all. Let's go ahead on and do, let me see if y'all can hear me. I don't see Diddy yet. It's somewhere in my file. Let's go ahead on and do Melody, right? Melody is clapping back at her haters. Melody is just, oh wow, she's so awesome. Her intellect is just wonderful. How she clapped back so intelligent and it was just what I needed, you guys. Let's see here. Yeah. But anyway, but Boss Baby, again, before I get to her, Boss Baby going across that stage, y'all. Oh, yeah. Here go Boss Baby, y'all. And come on. Hold on, you guys. I'm trying to show y'all a picture of Boss Baby. They had some kind of event, and Boss Baby was the star. Malaya. Yeah, there she go. Oh wow. So don't Boss Baby. Y'all know Melody is a good mom, and what's her name? It's a good grandma. Hold on. Let me tell y'all what this event is, okay? Give me a minute. Yeah, let me tell y'all what this event is. Because Boss Baby been doing her thing. This coming from Vanessa. Yeah, here she go. Chronicles of a Grandmama, right? Day 1, honor day. Oh my gosh, she got some honors for school. Malaya, aka Boss Baby. And then she got hashtag Melody, hashtag official Eminem Kids, hashtag granddaughter. You guys, this girl is an honor roll student. Y'all, Melody doing a great job. And then I think that Chronicles of a Grandmother also is name of one of her books, one of the children books, you guys, that Miss Vanessa sell. But anyway, y'all, congratulations to Boss Baby Melody. You're doing a great job. And I love Melody in this fashion right here. Y'all know that girl is just stunning, just beautiful. And every time I see Melody and I see Bad Bug, even just matching the intellects, those two, that man, what's wrong with him? Because this woman is beautiful, a great mother. She's a hard worker and she's talented, right? Compared to his mistress. His mistress don't even compare to her. But that's what he want and that's what he got. He always thought that this woman would never ever divorce him. That's what he thought. But people grow up, you guys. People grow up. But anyway, y'all do know what's going on with Melody, right? Y'all do know that a blogger has said they were going to sue Melody, right? And so Melody got online and she started naming the different other bloggers that he named as, I think, as character witness. I don't know. They say that they are not being sued, that it was that as a character witness. Now I want to tell y'all, I love y'all my subscriber, but somebody got in my DM. Don't come over here talking about nobody else, okay? Don't come don't come over here talking about no other subscriber to me. I'm just gonna mention this. Somebody came over here and talked about WK or WN. It'll be who knew? Yeah, WN. So I don't want to hear that. I just whatever that blogger got going on her channel, keep it over there, you guys. But I love y'all. I love y'all. All right, let me go and put Melody through. Melody Cherie Rogers. That's right. Melody is clapping back and she's saying some very positive things that make you go, yeah. Things that make you think is what she's saying, y'all. Things that make you think, Melody. And so anytime you follow Melody, y'all already know you're going to get something positive, right? Okay, here we go. Melody clapping back, you guys, but she's clapping back with intelligence. She's saying that, by and by, everything comes to pass. People speaking out, they reveal themselves. She didn't say those words, but here we go, y'all. Melody.
Remember what God said, okay? All caps, okay? The devil is busy. So you reading a whole Bible verse and those demons still coming over here. Hey, man, I blocked her. Remember what God said. He showed me the attack coming against you. And that's why I reached out with those scriptures. So I'm like, reached out with those scriptures? When? What? Wait a minute. And that's when I scrolled up and saw that she had written me on April the 30th. She said, I didn't catch your live, but I saw it on the Content Creators Live on this lawsuit. I've been celebrating my daughter who received her master's degree this weekend. Please let me know what day I can fast. I want to fast until this is over. Okay? If you have an intercessory team, I'd love to be a part, right? So this is what she said. I'd love to be a part. She said we can set up a conference call every morning and just pray. The weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds. Let me know, Mel, love you. I missed that message my day. But what got me into it was this that you sent this morning, okay? All right, so There we go. Y'all ready? 6:16 this morning, Isaiah 41:9-13. Y'all ready? You whom I have taken from the ends of the earth and called from its farthest regions and said to you, you are my servant. I have chosen you and have not cast you away. Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. Okay? I will strengthen you. Where did you go? You are my servant, children, I have for now. With you, be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. Yes, I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Behold, all those who were incensed against you shall be ashamed and disgraced. They shall be as nothing. And those who strive with you shall perish. You shall seek them and not find them. Those who contended with you, those who were against you, shall be as nothing, as a non-existent thing.
Wow.
For I, the Lord your God, will hold your right hand, saying to you, fear not, I will help you. So that's what she sent me this morning. Again, I forgot. I missed a couple of the DMs. Forgot about the one she sent me April 30th, but I scrolled up and I was reminded. So here's what I want to say to you all. Everything and every person that needs to be revealed, they always reveal themselves. I've been telling y'all this. If you pay attention to certain things and when certain people pop out, they always reveal themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I have gotten to a point where I always now just thank God for the revelation.
You know what? That was much needed. Thank God for the revelation. That just, once people reveal to you who they are, we have to believe them. So not everybody come in our life mean us well. That I had to learn that. My brother used to tell me all the time that I was too trusting. I just trusted everybody, right? And so that, and when you do that, you sometimes you run into people that just don't mean you well. Okay, this is part 2 of Melody. Yeah, this is part 2, you guys. So Melody is saying, why worry? If you say you trust in God, what are you worrying about? Right? So you might as well don't trust in God if you're gonna worry. Every time God reveals something to you and who a person really are, you have to believe. So, God gonna reveal that to you. You gotta believe. Why worry? Why worry? Mm-hmm. Listening to. Oh, hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. Is the Yoruba deity. I'm sorry, you guys. Let me put the part 2 Melody in. Video files over here. I'm coming, you guys. I'm just trying to go to my video files and bring y'all the part 2 of Melody. Yeah, part 2 of it. Mm-hmm. I know what I'm doing. Oh, shit. I keep downloading the wrong thing. Yeah, video file. This is part 2. Part 2 talking about back at her haters. You don't have to worry, right? Don't worry. Don't worry. You don't have to worry. Melody, Cherie, clapping back at her haters.
And you believe God in what you worried for. That's like you taking it right back from him. I wish y'all could see me every day when I tell you I live worry-free. Okay, I live in peace. I live worry-free. Okay, I do. You don't have to be stressed. You don't have to be worried. You don't have to be out here every day letting people get your blood pressure up.
Amen.
Getting you all upset.
Amen.
You don't have to do that because, again, if you know you're warring against principalities, right? You're not warring against flesh and blood, then don't do it. Don't keep trying to war with flesh and blood. Take it to where it needs to be taken. To the king. Okay? Take it to where it needs to be taken to the king. You don't have to war because it's not a flesh and blood fight. And if you really just sit back for a minute and pay attention, and if you watch, there are things y'all have been trying, not y'all, I've only gotten one, but that was sent to me. My spirit can't watch. I'm like, I can't watch that.
Yeah.
And I can't, my spirit can't even watch or listen. You know what I'm saying? There are, if you just really sit back, you can see the play. And there is nothing new under the sun. There is nothing new under the sun.
Nothing new under the sun. That's in the Bible, y'all.
So long. And some of y'all have dealt with spiritual warfare in your life for so long. At this point, how many giants, God got to take down for you to understand that he got you? How many giants? It's certain faces that I see that y'all try to send.
I just want to see if y'all can see this. Nana of the Maroon says, I don't argue with no one. They are wasting their time trying to take you down for no valid reason. T-Talk, shout out to T-Talk with your girl. No, I'm praying for your baby like I know you prayed for mine. Right. All right, that's just the fans tuning in. Yeah, this is, and then, yes, some of it is too dark. Unique Monique said, yeah.
To go, I can't even look. My spirit can't take them. Lightness and darkness won't reside together. And every day you make a choice. Okay, every single day you make a choice. You make a choice what you wanna be a part of, what you wanna hear, what you wanna engage. It's a choice every single day. Y'all aren't gonna see me coming on here talking about a lot of mess because it's just not what I'm gonna do. I've said what I wanted to say and revealed what needed to be revealed.
This is part 2, Melody clapping back at her haters. You don't have to worry, right? Don't worry. Don't worry. You don't have to worry. Melody, Cherie, clapping back at her haters.
And you believe God in what you worried for. That's like you taking it right back from him. I wish y'all could see me every day when I tell you I live worry-free. Okay, I live in peace. I live worry-free. Okay, I do. You don't have to be stressed. You don't have to be worried. You don't have to be out here every day letting people get your blood pressure up.
Amen.
Getting you all upset.
Amen.
You don't have to do that because, again, if you know you're warring against principalities, right? You're not warring against flesh and blood, then don't do it. Don't keep trying to war with flesh and blood. Take it to where it needs to be taken. To the king. Okay? Take it to where it needs to be taken to the king. You don't have to war because it's not a flesh and blood fight. And if you really just sit back for a minute and pay attention, And if you watch, there are things y'all have been trying, not y'all, I've only gotten one, but that was sent to me. I can't even, my spirit can't watch. I have to, I'm like, I can't watch that.
Yeah.
I can't, my spirit can't even watch or listen. You know what I'm saying? There are, if you just really sit back, you can see the play. And there is nothing new under the sun. There is nothing new under the sun.
Nothing new under the sun. That's in the Bible, y'all.
So long. And some of y'all have dealt with spiritual warfare in your life for so long. At this point, how many giants, God got to take down for you to understand that he got you? How many giants? It's certain faces that I see that y'all try to send.
I just want to see if y'all can see this. Nana of the Maroon says, I don't argue with no one. They are wasting their time trying to take you down for no valid reason. T-Talk, shout out to T-Talk with your girl. No, I'm praying for your baby like I know you prayed for mine. Right. All right, that's just the fans tuning in. Yeah, this is, and then yes, some of it is too dark. Unique Monique said, yeah.
To go, I can't even look. My spirit can't take them. Lightness and darkness won't reside together. And every day you make a choice. Okay, every single day you make a choice. You make a choice what you wanna be a part of, what you wanna hear, what you wanna engage. It's a choice every single day. Y'all aren't gonna see me coming on here talking about a lot of mess, because it's just not what I'm gonna do. I've said what I wanted to say and revealed what needed to be revealed.
This is part 2, Melody clapping back at her haters. You don't have to worry. Yeah, don't worry, you guys. That just remind me of a chapter, my favorite story in the Bible. Let's see, coming out of my book. Hey, you guys, how y'all doing? Hey, y'all, how y'all doing over there? But anyway, it remind me of this coming out of my book, Angels in Time of Trouble, you guys. Yeah, angels in time of trouble. So it's angels battle for you, you guys. I just want to read this to you guys. The scripture tells us that Daniel, chapter 10, that Satan tries to intercept your prayer. And the angel Gabriel had 2 battles. He had to battle with the evil spirit in order to deliver the answered prayer. That's that storm that we go through. Y'all remember I showed y'all the example of oil? And in the midst of that storm, the sky turns dark for even releases anything, for it activate anything. All that melanin come out in the midst of that storm. That's when your strength come in. That's your strength when you enduring it. But sometimes we pray. And the Bible tells us in Daniel chapter 10 that God hears your prayer. And God, we just pray. And God, when you going to answer my prayer, Lord? When you going to answer my prayer? But in Daniel chapter 10, it say that the angel Gabriel said that we've been heard your prayer, but I had to stop and fight the devil before I even got to you. Yes. And that's in the Bible, y'all. He was so weak, he said. Daniel said, I was so weak. I was so weak just praying and praying day and night. I thought y'all had forgot about me. But anyway, y'all, the angel manifests himself to him and answered his prayer, right? So God instructs the angels to manifest themselves to you. That's why, and it's taken out of my book. That's why melodies say, why pray if you're gonna worry? Don't worry. I always say that each and every one of us is appointed to an angel, right? That angel's inside that womb with us. You have one angel that's going to be with you from the beginning to the end. From that womb, the angel's going to come out of that womb with you and be your guidance. Yeah. Anyway, so let me just thank God for Melody and everything that she do. Just thank God. All right, I'm gonna keep it rolling, you guys. Keeping it rolling, okay? Okay, let's get into some documents since we know that Melody. All right, we know that these documents is some of my documents with on. Yeah, you guys. I hope y'all having a good day out there. Let's see what I want to show y'all. This is Maurice. Maurice, y'all know about me. Maurice and on what on did was put a video out, not a video, put their own statement out that they wanted to be left off the hook with prejudice. That's what OWN wants to do. I see I'm in the wrong files, you guys, so I got to be able to find it for y'all. I'm going to put some documents out for you guys. Just a little document. It's kind of, we know about Melody already in the bloggers, and it's just something. Why, how did all of this one show lead to all these lawsuits? Of course, y'all know about my lawsuit. Y'all also know there's another $10 million lawsuit floating around here. Now you got melodies, right? Now you got melodies. But let's just see what the fans are saying first. Let's see what they're saying. What the fans are saying. Yeah. These fans are talking. That my lawyer has said that she did maybe she gonna pitch that the show be shut down, right? My lawyer also said she was going to pitch to where they won't be able to use my likeness anymore. You know, they use my likeness with that Stormy in my case. They used that, which was illegal to do. That was an ongoing investigation, and they had it on TV. Anyway, they had TV runners going on my likeness while there was an ongoing investigation, you guys, with me and Stormy. But this is what the fans are saying. Yeah, this show had definitely run its course as far as interest. The new people they introduce are boring with remedial storyline that people on social media take way too seriously, even though it's performing on the other cities, LM, Detroit, and the others one are just irrelevant because we get the same drama from Huntsville. I would want more of the things that go right than the stuff that causes drama nonstop. So perhaps the show is coming back. But next time we go to court, y'all also saw that my lawyer is gonna say, shut it down. It's a nuisance to Huntsville, Alabama. The show is a nuisance to Huntsville, Alabama, you guys. Shut it down. They operate anyway illegally because there is no license. Can't find no license nowhere. No fuel. So all of these shows seem to have gone to hell. And everyone hates everyone. That's even in the cast. Now everyone hates everyone, but what they would do, team up together to hate one woman. I'm gonna put it on over there. We see these bloggers, right? Teaming up with Melody, with the two most people that have the most vile things to say about Melody. They teaming up with this woman. They teaming up with both of these women. One of them I call a thief. The one y'all know what I'm talking about. PB. And then the other one is M. SP, however, I'm just putting y'all know who I'm trying to say. She over there dragging Melody right now. Now Eara had on her panel, had this woman on their panel, this woman that they know that hates this woman. She over there dragging Melody now. Not one of them have came up for Melody defense. But they say that they are Melody, that they say that they like that Melody, they love Melody. When somebody asks ER or somebody that, why y'all hooking up with these people with this is Melody up? Oh, well, maybe she changed. She ain't changed. She over there dogging her out right now. That person dogging her out right now. And then what got me? All of them. This dark spirit, this dark energy under her videos the other day. I know she must have felt that dark energy under there. I know it was coming out at her because she said she made sure she read some of these bloggers. I wouldn't want for nothing. She made sure she read that and let us know that she know there are some dark spirits under here. Two-faced people. Two-faced. Anyway, so let me go back to No Fewer AA since I kind of got out of hand. All of these shows seem to have gone to hell and everybody hates everyone. It's draining. But sometimes there's literally nothing else to watch. I don't know if it's because they get paid more to create drama, which we know, but these shows seems to have gone too far. I love it. I love it when shows like Queer Eyes and more positive shows come out because TV is a mess. Let me tell y'all something. Black people don't want to see this stuff no 24 hours every day. Y'all remember? Y'all remember the Cosby Show? Y'all remember Different World? Y'all remember all those shows back in the day? Show JJ and all on the Good Times. 227. I can name go Different World. All those shows was positive. Positive black shows, and they were number one shows. No, don't tell me black people don't want to see nothing positive. Anyway, so Cheeky Girl said, if you feel like that, why do you care? And why do you watch? Not being messy, just asking a real questions, since I see a lot of this. Not here to fight is just a question. I also notice people tend to want to go on attack if you question or give a opinion on this show. Yeah, I did. I did see that show. I was watching Who Knew over there, and her opinion is neutral, and so she was on attack. Look like to me, some people were just upset because they didn't like her delivery, right? Well, she stand 10 toes down. That's her show. That's where she stand, and that's just it. So I can appreciate her saying that, y'all. But anyway, you guys, I just don't like it when all these dark spirits come in your face like they are your friend. So now I'm surrounding this show. Now we got all these lawsuits going on. Let's look at this one I got on interference. Here's on interference. Let me read this document to y'all. Okay, this is y'all do know that is saying that maybe I should have started with the other one first, but so y'all will see what's going on. Yeah, on is one of the on this. Let's start right here, y'all, so we can be on go in a row. On want to be dismissed with prejudice. So if you got a case to all y'all lawyers out there. We got all these lawyers in this sector. There's a lot of them, especially about my case. But one thing about it, The lawyer is going to be arguing back and forth. Some of them have problems. Some of them, yeah, on was dismissed from his BT show, but the lawyer keep amending it and drawing on back in, don't they? But that's just part of a lawsuit, you guys. You wouldn't want a lawyer that ain't gonna argue and try to fight for you. But anyway, it says in the Circuit Court of Madison County, Alabama, Marie Scott is the plaintiff. BT, aka Helen Clark, aka Helen Griffin, as a defendant. Defendant Oprah Winfrey Network LLC motion to dismiss Helen Griffin Fourth Amendment cross claim with prejudice. So when you say with prejudice, that means she cannot bring this lawsuit up anymore. But you can request a jury trial. That would be my right. But anyway, third party defendant Oprah Winfrey Network LLC owned moves to dismiss all claims against it with prejudice on the Alabama Rule of Civil Procedure 12B for failure to state a claim upon which relief can be granted. Griffin claims, like her first complaint, failed to withstand scrutiny because they failed to state a claim and have done so continuously despite repeated amendments. Griffin cross claims should be dismissed with prejudice. So when we go back to court this time, y'all, that's what's gonna be the battle right there, right? Yeah, but so she did dismiss on off that what they were arguing about, but they were not dismissed with prejudice. Of course, but they did deny Mr. Scott. So let me show y'all what happened right here. They denied Mr. Scott's and they let on off the hook, but on wants to be let off with prejudice so that my lawyer can't keep drawing them back in. Again, this is typical. Lawyer argue back and forth with each other in court. That's what they do. You lawyers, all you lawyers on the internet. Okay. Against own are due to be dismissed with prejudice. Now, this on Mr. Scott. Griffin has failed to state a claim upon which relief can be granted against own for respondent superior or vicarious liability. This is on argument, y'all, because she failed to allege any facts demonstrate. Here you go. That Scott is an agent, employee, or own. They still trying to distance themselves from Scott, right? But when my lawyer go back, show those contracts. This is public. This is already, I'm just repeating what's already out there on the internet. Show those contracts. If you say that Maurice is not an employee of yours, show the contract. That's all. That any misconduct of Scott occurred in the scope of that relationship. So these two things are their argument. We have not yet even got to discovery yet. In discovery, that's what my lawyer will show. It is beyond doubt that Griffin can prove no set of facts based on those asserted within the four corners of her cross claim in support of a theory of vicarious liability that would entitle her to relief against own for any of the alleged misconduct of Scott. They're saying that they're not liable for this grown man for what he did. No, they distanced themselves for what he did. They're not saying he didn't do it, but they're saying that they want to distance themselves from this. This is because a general rule, an employer or principal encourages vicarious liability to third parties only for the acts of an employee that are performed within the scope of the employment, or for the acts of any agent that are performed within the scope of an agency. Then they give all these examples. Emphasis provided, internal citation omitted. Griffin has again failed to plead facts demonstrating that Scott's alleged misconduct took place within the scope of the employment or agency relationship. Again, they distanced themselves from Maurice and they were let off the hook. Okay. I told y'all when y'all were here for me when they let it be let off the hook, but they were not let off the hook with prejudice. Okay, let's just see something right here. What is this? All righty. I don't know if this is the same thing or what, but I'll let you. I'm trying to see. Okay, that is the same thing I just read, y'all. Okay. So on network and my lawyer would be battling it out. They they will be they will be battling it out again, in court. So we'll see what they're say. But okay, and then when Maurice come to court, he's trying to get off the hook too. So when we one thing about Miss Karen, right? She has to battle all these lawyers. She all um usually on will send 2 or 3 lawyers. So that's either 3 right there and plus Marie. So she battling all of these people in court, you guys. But she's a beast now. She is a beast. A little bit black history with Romona. Y'all remember Miss Romona yesterday? Y'all remember her from yesterday in the Move organization. So she was being let me see if I can find her picture. She has been interviewed, right? I'm trying to get a picture of here, y'all. There you go. Romana Africa, right? She's been going around speaking at different college campus and everything. She is part of the Move organization. This is May the 13th, 1985 is when America bombed a little community in Philadelphia, you guys. That was so sad. That's sad. And we are citizens. It was wrong. Mayor Good, that people had elected Mel Good, you guys, a black man. They had elected him, and he signed that paper for them to go in there and bomb that community, you guys. Yeah. So I'm gonna put that through. Yesterday, y'all saw it. Today, I just want to. She is being interviewed, so I just want y'all to see her. Shout out to Romana Africa, the only sole survivor from that bombing. And then you have a little boy. Now the little boy was like about between 7 and 9 years old that survived, y'all. About 2 years ago, he was found deceased on one of those luxurious boats. He was going, I don't know, they say he had drowned on one of those luxurious boats while he was on vacation. Wow. He escaped all that bombing and that fire only to just, be deleted in another way. So this is a video on Romana Africa. She's being interviewed. She's still living, y'all. That woman, I know there had to be a lot of trauma going on right there.
9, that was our demand. That's what we were talking to people about, the ongoing unjust imprisonment of the Move 9 for 30 to 100 years. It had nothing to do with profanity, with disturbing neighbors, nothing like that. In fact, we took care of our neighbors, the elderly, people with a lot of children. We took care of them. We shoveled the pavement all around the block so that elderly people would not fall and be hurt. We built wood burning stoves for people whose gas got cut off, whose heat got cut off. This is the things that we did for our neighbors. So, there might have been a few complaints from, Osage residents, but one Osage resident, the block captain, he was saying that when they rebuilt the houses that had burnt down, he said he wasn't taking no buy off from them. He was saying that, the people that lived on Osage Avenue need to get on the move. Now that's what he was saying. And we know that's how a lot of people on that block felt.
Ramona, what do you remember most about that day?
I'm sorry?
What do you remember most about that day?
What I remember most is the police commissioner, Gregory Sambor, getting on the loudspeaker on Sunday night, Mother's Day night, and saying, "Attention, move. This is America. You have to abide by the laws and rules of America. You have 15 minutes to come out." Now, we didn't come out because we knew they didn't want to simply arrest us. They wanted to kill us, which they had proven over the years. Over the years, they tried to kill MOVE people. May 13th of 85 was no different. We knew what they intended to.
To be back on, y'all. Romano, Africa, y'all. The MOVE people. So,
in fact, they really wanted to kill our children. Because the police commissioner, when asked about our children, said, "We see their children as much of a threat as we do the adults." The second thing is that on Sunday, Mother's Day, one of our supporters came to our house on Osage Avenue and asked us, did we need anything, any food, because she was going food shopping. We said yes and gave her a list of what we needed. Now, there was no police blockade up at the time she came onto the block.
Okay.
When they came back, her and our kids came back to Osage Avenue, there was a police barricade at the top of Osage Avenue, which is a small one-way street going from 62nd.
Ramona, I'm sorry to interrupt you again, but I do want to ask you, because the city council voted last week to mark the day as a, quote, day of reflection and remembrance. What does that mean to you?
Well, 40 years of injustice. Our fight for our family paid off because the MOVE 9 came home in 2019. And that was our demand, on May 13th and, the year or so before that. That is what we wanted. And that's what happened in 2019. Right. They did not serve 100-year sentences. They came home after 41 years. And this system never expected them to come home at all. I mean, when they went to the state prison, the security officer there, he said that they would be in the hole as long as they were there, for their entire sentence.
I'm so sorry, Ramona. We are out of time. I so apologize for cutting you off, but I do appreciate you sharing your story with us. Thank you.
It's Ramona, Africa, you guys. She made such a sacrifice. She really indeed was what you call a prisoner, you guys. She were the only one arrested. They bombed them up. Those children, I think 5 children died, and about 16 adults 6 adults and 5 children died. 200 families end up being homeless. So, yeah. And so Mel Good, they were mad at him because those people believed in him and they elected him and he turned his back on them. Oh, that's why sometimes we don't know. We don't know who we be voting for. But anyway, that was that, you guys. Yeah, so I'm still trying to find I'm trying to find the Diddy trial, y'all, and then I'll be done with it. Oh Lord, I'm trying to find out what's going on. I did not know that Cassie was pregnant, you guys. Isn't that something? Her husband is sticking by her. I just hope she have a better life, y'all. Yeah, she should have a better life for herself, her and her baby. I don't see it, so let's just see. Let's see what this is right here, because I don't know what I do with that. Let's see what this is. Hopefully it's the trial. Some people keep up with the trial every day. That's why y'all ain't seen Pinky. Pinky, yeah, this is it. Pinky over there. She do the trial every day.
Jealousy, infidelity, and money. It wasn't about a criminal enterprise. It wasn't about trafficking. That's the argument that they're going to make when cross-examination starts tomorrow with Cassie and going forward in this case.
Brian Buckmeyer, thank you. We'll come back to you in just a bit. Cassie Ventura today, again, as we said, detailing that alleged abuse, testifying Sean Combs turned the freak-off videos into blackmail. Combs denies the federal charges. His defense claiming his violent acts are domestic violence, as Brian just said, but not evidence of sex trafficking and racketeering. But prosecutors have said the jury will hear a similar story from another alleged victim they're calling Jane. Let's bring in Maria Cruz Melendez, a former federal prosecutor who also served as one of the lead prosecutors in the case against R. Kelly. Maria, thank you so much for being here. Let's get right to this. What's the government trying to establish here with Cassie's testimony?
Essentially, the government is trying to establish a pattern of abuse. And the reason this is important is because at the end of the day, each one of these charges will hinge on whether or not they can show that Sean Combs essentially overcame Cassandra Ventura's will. So whether or not there was coercive control that resulted in her staying. And at the end of the day, with regard to racketeering, with regard to forced labor, sex trafficking, and even the transportation of prostitution, getting from her mouth exactly what happened to her is key. And I think at the end of the day, as previously mentioned, having other individuals who can testify to what they saw as well, and also that this type of conduct happened to other individuals is going to be really important in establishing the pattern of racketeering that the government has alleged here.
And to that point that you just raised, Cassie testified today that she saw Diddy inflict violence on others. Why does that matter here?
The reason that's important is because of this distinction that defense counsel is trying to make at this point, that this is simply about domestic violence, that it's about what happened between Sean Combs and Cassie Ventura. But once you've brought in other victims, once you brought in the fact that violence may have been perpetrated against staff, against assistants, against other individuals who felt that they also had to assist Combs in the crimes that have been alleged by the government, then you're getting closer to establishing not only an enterprise, but that there's in fact been a pattern of racketeering.
You brought your case against R. Kelly also for racketeering and sex trafficking. So you know what it takes to go up against a powerful, wealthy defendant. What are the similarities and the differences that you see here?
Anyway, hopefully the young lady gets some healing, you guys. I'm glad that she's married. Maybe her husband, that'll help sometime when you got somebody in your corner like a loved one. It helps out a lot in the healing process. I'm telling y'all, I can't see y'all. Miss Coco World said, I like her. She don't play no games. Yeah. So I don't know what's going on, y'all. I'm sorry. I can't see the rest of y'all. Okay, you guys. That's all. I want to thank Cheryl Huff and everybody on here that I don't see. I see Nosy Rosa Graham. I see a Coco World just popped up. Thank Nosy Rosa Graham for the $20 super sticker, y'all. And that's it for today. That's it for today, y'all. I'm telling y'all, I'm so tired of this court thing. I wish that it would just go away. So it's not easy being under scrutiny like that over a court case that you never started. So all right, you guys, let's just do this one right here. We're gonna take it on out with the dancers. Guys, bye, you guys. Y'all have a blessed day and stay safe. Y'all know that oil is all over the United States. Storms everywhere, all across the United States. Stay safe. Thank y'all.